Hello, my dear students. I tried to find any way to reach you. We are not at school, as you know. I would like to see you in person, but it's not possible nowadays. And I tried, and I will try a new way to reach you. And I'm going to upload my videos on YouTube, and you can watch them with your books open, and you can try to do the activities. So let's have a try, and we can see what we can do. First of all, I hope you're all well and healthy at home. Please stay at home for your own health and the people around you. Here I have a message for you. Please stay at home, and I know that you have to stay at home because it's illegal to leave home for you as you're under 20. Okay, anyway, let's get started. As you remember, we talked about the past models at school in our last lesson. I want to remind you them, so I have some examples here with me, and I'm going to show you them. Think about that. Let's start with the first one. Oops, sorry. One of your friends went to the supermarket without a mask on his or her face and came back. So you say, you could have been punished by the police. Your friend went to the supermarket and came back. He or she hasn't been punished, but you tell her that you could have been punished by the police. Okay, our second example is, think that your friend went to the supermarket and he is under 20, and it's illegal, as you know, and the police charged him for 329 lira punishment. So she or he came back home, and you tell her or him, you should have stayed at home. You clever. You should have stayed at home. But you didn't, and the police charged you for 329 lira. Okay. The third one is, your friend says, your friend says, last night I tried to sign in to EBA, but I couldn't make it. I didn't manage to sign into EBA. So you say to him, you may or you might have mistyped your password. You may mistype your password, maybe. That may be the problem. You're not sure, but maybe that was the problem last night. Okay, and the last example is, I hope we can say those words next year, and these days are over, and we can say that I stayed at home for 40 days last year. And your friend says, you must have understood the danger of the virus, and that's why you stayed at home. You must have understood the danger of the virus. Okay, I hope you remembered how those sentences are used. Now, in our book, we will see them as in different examples. Here are leading questions. Let's start with the first one. I hope you can see, also you can see in your books. Okay, do you think you lead a healthy life? Why or why not? Do you think that you have a healthy life? In these sections, I'm going to answer the questions, but while you're doing with your book, please stop the video and answer the questions. Okay, do you think you lead a healthy life? Why or why not? If you ask me nowadays, we all understand the importance of being healthy, being safe, and we're trying for it. We have a bitter experience, hard experience, but we learned it. Okay, the second question is, have you ever thought that you must change your eating habits? Why or why not? That's a personal question. You can answer it as your experience. Have you ever thought that you must change your eating habits? Again, I can tell about these days. We are at home. We are unable to move enough. I mean, maybe you can do some exercise at home, but we cannot go outside. You cannot go outside. You're forbidden. That's why we need to check our eating habits. You need to really feed yourself with healthy food. Please do not eat too much junk food at home. You don't move, you don't exercise, and you eat too much, and that's really unhealthy. Okay, let's start with the reading. Let's go to the reading part. Have you ever visited a patient at the hospital? Why was he or she there? You can tell us about, for example, last year I visited blah blah blah, or 2 years ago I visited. You can tell your experiences. What can you do to maintain your health? The second question, what can you do to maintain your health? Maintain, what does maintain mean? Do you want me to do like the teachers in EBA? Yes, it is to continue. But I'm not making fun of the teacher that teaches the secondary classes. She was a perfect teacher. I really admired her because you cannot teach a secondary class student in another way. Okay. Anyway, what can you do to continue your health? How can you maintain your health? You can tell your ideas. What can we say? You can do exercise. You can have enough sleep. Nowadays, it's very important. You can take vitamins, especially vitamin C. You can tell other things too. Okay, let's start with the reading part. I'm going to reach it here. Okay, let it go.
What happened to you, Mrs. Brand?
Oh dear. While I was riding my bike to the marketplace, I hit a tree on my way and fell down. Neighbors helped me get home. It was a terrible accident.
Oh, so sorry to hear that. Are you injured?
No, but I feel a bit terrified.
You could have broken your leg or arm. That's too hazardous for you. You should have been more careful.
You are right, doctor. No more riding from now on.
What's wrong with you, little man?
I have a stomach ache, doctor. It really hurts.
Let me check. Have you had your breakfast?
Yes, I already had it. I ate a box of chocolate.
A box of chocolate? That's not breakfast. You should have eaten something healthy, such as cheese, greenery, and eggs. Did you throw up?
Yes, twice.
Poor you. From now on, avoid eating junk food and snacks as much as you can. Go and rest for a while. You'll be okay.
Thank you, doctor.
Oh, doctor, my arm is killing me. What's wrong? What happened? I was at the gym doing sports. Suddenly my arm began to hurt so badly. Ouch! It still hurts. You must have forced your arm. Have you injured it before? No, but I broke it when I was a child. That's too bad. You might have done something wrong. Next time, do more warm-up exercises. After the MRI, I'll bandage it. All right, thanks.
Did you eat something salty this morning, Mr. Andrews?
Well, I don't remember. I may have eaten. I fell down while I was washing the dishes.
Did you take your pills this morning?
Oh, I totally forgot about them.
You shouldn't have forgotten your pills, sir. Let me measure your blood pressure.
I have a severe headache too.
Oh, it's 170/90. Take your pills immediately. We must take you to the hospital.
Okay, the dialogues were just like from Flash TV. Anyway, let's answer the questions in, I think, section B. Oops. Okay. Here it is. Okay, scan the dialogue and answer the questions. What happened to Mrs. Bren? It starts with that. I'm just going to click here, and I hope you do it. I will inform you about the subject, and I hope you do it, and you can check your answers here. What happened to Mrs. Bren? She fell down while riding her bike. What did Anthony have for breakfast? I think chocolate. He had a box of chocolate for breakfast. Has Jane injured her arm before? No, but she has broken it when she was a child. Not injured, but broken, different. Okay. What did the doctor advise Jane? She advised her to do more warm-up exercises. Warm-up to get ready for before doing sports. Okay. Has Mr. Andrews eaten something salty this morning? He may have eaten. He can't remember. He may have eaten. So it says maybe he has eaten. Not sure. Okay. Did Mr. Andrews take his pills? No, he didn't. These are the answers to the questions. Okay. Okay, now the activity C, match the words to the definitions and write them in the blanks. It says hazardous, avoid, bandage, fall down, and measure. Let's find them in the text. Oh, they are not highlighted. Okay, anyway, we can do it here. A piece of cloth that is tied around an injury. It's just like the Turkish words, bandage. So the first one is C. We can do them here. Okay, to suddenly go down onto the ground. Go down onto the ground. Just like fall off. Okay, to discover the exact size of or amount of the exact size or amount of something, to discover. To learn the size or amount of something, it's measure. Okay, something dangerous or risky, hazardous. And to keep away from something, it's avoid. To keep away from something, avoid from something. Let's check it. Okay, these are the answers. Okay, the next activity, the D, and this is the most important one. Focus on the highlighted sentences in the dialogues. Do they refer to deduction, prediction, or criticism in the past? Write them under the correct titles. Maybe I can speak some Turkish here. Deduction, çıkarımda bulunmak. Bunu neyle yapıyorduk? Size dersin başında da örnekler vermiştim ya. Neyle yapıyorduk? Çıkarımda bulunmak. Bakalım, burada elimde vardı. Evet. Ne demiştik? Gelecek yıl inşallah bu işler bittikten sonra diyeceksiniz ki 40 gün evde kaldım diyeceksiniz. Hiç çıkmadan, belki de yıllar sonra arkadaşınıza anlatacaksınız ve arkadaşınız size diyecek ki you must have understood the danger of the virus. Bunu anlamış olmalısın, değil mi? Yani bunun bilincine varmış olmalısın. Bu da bir deduction yaptı, çıkarımda bulundu. O zaman biz deduction'ı neyle yapıyormuşuz arkadaşlar? Must have verb 3. Peki prediction neydi? Prediction'ı da neyle örneklendirmiştik? Demiştik ki your friend says last night I tried to sign into EBA but I couldn't make it. Girememişti arkadaş EBA'ya ve demiştik ki you might or you may have mistyped your password. Ne yaptık? Yani bir prediction, bir tahminde bulunmaya çalıştık değil mi? Geçmişe dair bir tahminde bulunmaya çalıştık. Yanlış girmiş olabilirsin, yanlış tuşlamış olabilirsin şifreni demiştik. Peki kritisizm neydi? Kritisizmde de bizim Kamil arkadaşımız ne yapmıştı? 20 yaşından küçük olmasına rağmen markete gitmişti. 329 lira buna yapıştırmışlardı cezayı. Ne demiştik? You should have stayed at home. Evde kalmalıydın. Sen akıllı demiştik değil mi? You should have stayed at home. Bu da neydi? Kritisizmdi. Buna göre yapacağız şimdi. Evet. You should have eaten something healthy. Daha sağlıklı bir şeyler yiyebilirdin ama yemedin. Ne yaptık biz bu arkadaşı? Eleştirdik. I may have eaten. Yemiş olabilirim. Prediction tahminde bulunuyor. Geçmişe dair. Emin değil. You might have done something wrong. Bir şeyleri yanlış yapmış olabilirsin. Yine prediction. You must have had a sports injury. Bu ne olacak? Deduction bir çıkarımda bulunuyor. Değil mi? Yani spor sakatlanması yaşamış olabilirsin diyor. You could have broken your leg or arm. Ayağını, kolunu, bacağını kırabilirdin. Prediction. You shouldn't have forgotten your pills. Unutmamalıydın ama ne yaptın? Unuttun ve ben şimdi fırsat elime geçti. Seni eleştiriyorum. You should have been more careful. Aynı şekilde yine fırsat elime geçti ve seni eleştiriyorum. Daha dikkatli olmalıydın ama olmadın. Kontrol et diyoruz. Bu şekilde arkadaşlar cevaplar. Evet arkadaşlar buraya da Türkçe devam edeceğim. Keep in mind kısmındayız. Yine grammar. Burası gerçekten de size anlattığımız yer. Önemli olan kısım. Deduction in the past. Ne demiştik? Geçmişteki çıkarım. You must have exercised a lot. Yani diyor ki önceden çok fazla egzersiz yapmış olmalısın. I'm almost sure you did. Yani neredeyse eminim ki yaptın yani. Adama baktı, gördü. Mesela resimdeki adam. Bu adam için de diyebilirsiniz. You must have exercised a lot. Çok egzersiz yapmış olmalısın. You can't have missed such an opportunity. I'm almost sure you didn't. Böyle bir fırsatı kaçırmış olamazsın. Yani eminim ki diyor kaçırmadın sen böyle bir fırsatı. Yine ne yaptı? Deduction yaptı. Çıkarımda bulundu geçmişte. Bakın must have'le de yapabilirsiniz. Can't have'le de yapabilirsiniz. Prediction in the past. Burada iki tane cümle var. Burası çok önemli. Burası çok önemli. Prediction in the past. Sally might have got injured. But I know she didn't. Şimdi düşünün arkadaşınız küçük 7 yaşında bir çocuk var. Bu ağaca çıkıyor. Sen ona diyorsun ki ağaca çıkma. Ağaca çıkıyor ve geri iniyor. Sen ona diyorsun ki you could have got injured. Yani düşebilirdin. You could have fell down. Düşebilirdin. Ya da yani you could have got injured. Sakatlanabilirdin ama olmadı. Ama böyle bir ihtimal vardı. Başına gelebilirdi ama gerçekleşmedi. Bunu bu şekilde söyleyebilirsiniz. Aynı şekilde bakın buradaki örnekte bunu might'la da vermiş. You might have got injured diyebilirsiniz. Burada da aynısı var ama bu sefer bilmiyoruz. Sally may have got injured. Yaralanmış olabilirdi. Hatırlıyor musunuz? Şurada bir örnek vermiştik ya. You may have mistyped. You may have mistyped your password. Yanlış girmiş olabilirsin. Bakın buradakine benziyor. Üsttekine değil de buradakine benziyor. Yani bu da ihtimaller dahilinde bir prediction, bir tahminde bulunurken yapıyoruz. Criticism in the past. You should have consulted a doctor. Bu arkadaş bu cümleyi görüyorsanız şunu anlayacaksınız. Bu arkadaş gidip bir doktora danışmamış. Bu yüzden de ben şimdi onu elime aldım, eleştiriyorum. You shouldn't have eaten that much junk food. Bu kadar yememeliydin ama ne yaptın? Yedin. Gibi. Ya biz bunları Daha önce de anlatmıştık size. Bunlarla ilgili gerçekten çok fazla çalışma kağıdı da vermiştik. Ama bunu videonun peşine tekrar bununla ilgili size ilgili bir çalışma kağıdı ulaştırabilirim. Öyle umut ediyorum. Sırada ne varmış? Listening. Artık bundan sonrasında yine İngilizce devam edebiliriz. It says that let's discuss the following questions with your friends. We cannot discuss it with friends, but we can answer the questions. Look at the man in the photo. Try to guess what his occupation is. You can see the equipments behind the man, and you can guess his job. Do you think he is healthy? Why or why not? You can have different opinions about his being healthy or not. Maybe he can take extra nutritions, pills or medicine. That's why you can say that he's not healthy, or you can say that he's healthy. He's a trainer and he trains hard. These are the leading questions for listening. Okay, listen to Kevin Parker's interview. Put a tick to the sentences you hear. It says,
Track 31. Good morning, Mr. Parker. Thanks for accepting the interview.
Good morning. Thank you for scheduling it.
First of all, could you please introduce yourself? Who are you? What's your profession?
Well, I'm Kevin Parker. I'm a life coach and a personal trainer.
How long have you been doing this job?
It's been 12 years, easy to say.
Wow. How did you decide to work in this field?
I have always been a sports person. I used to play in a soccer team when I was a kid. I used to eat healthy food and stay in shape. Throughout the years, it turned into my lifestyle.
Oh, you could have been a professional footballer then.
Haha, yes, but I had to quit it after an injury.
Sorry to hear that. Could you tell me about your education, please?
Of course. I've graduated from the sports science at Oxford University in 2005, and I decided to study my master's degree at the same school in 2013. Since then, I've been studying dietetics.
Have you ever had any additional training?
Yes, I've received a certification of life coaching.
That's quite valuable. So, what kinds of people consult you? What do you do for them?
Anyone who wants to lead a healthy life. My clients have a wide range of age and shape. Some of them want to get in shape, some just want to keep fit. At first, I get the details of their lifestyles and eating habits. Then I develop a program containing a healthy diet and moderate exercises.
I see. Have you ever worked for a team?
Well, not really. I've always worked as a personal trainer.
Okay, one more question. What do you advise people for a healthy life?
You only live once. The healthier you eat, the better you live. Your body is not a garbage dump. Be good to yourself and don't forget this. Prevention is better than cure.
That's a good life lesson. Thanks again, Mr. Parker. It was really nice to get to know you.
Thank you very
much. Of the listening part. Now you can listen to the audio again in the video at the back and write down at least it says 5 questions, but you can write 2 or 3 questions and but try to give your answers to the questions in your own words. Please, it starts with what's your profession and asks the man the other questions. You can answer those questions, but give answers in your own words. Okay. I'm skipping this part. Now writing, how can we prevent illnesses? Think of 5 possible ways to prevent illnesses and write them down. We should, as in the example, we should cut back on sweets to prevent tooth decay. You can add extra sentences, and you can, if you want, you can send me your answers and I can check them. Also, there is a proverb here. Prevention is better than cure, the man says it in the dialogue. You can write something here about it, and you can send me your answers, or you can, if you want, we can use YouTube and you can write your answers on the comment part. But I prefer WhatsApp. You can send me. That's all for this part. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm going to try to prepare something about some worksheet about past models. Anyway, take care of yourself, please, and please try to be safe and healthy for your own good and for the people around you, your parents, your grandparents. I really missed you all, and I really love you all. Take care of yourself. I hope we can see I really hope to see you as soon as possible. Bye bye.